And now to a Target 11 investigation. Disappearing speeding tickets. Dozens of them handed out in one local community, but they never made it to the magistrate's office. Target 11 investigator Rick Earl is finding out why the offenders never had to face the judge. Rick?
Yeah, David, I have copies of those speeding tickets right here, 82 of them in all, that were never filed with the courts during a 4-year period. A former officer who wrote all of these citations claims the chief pulled them as a favor for friends. For 4 years, Officer Bart Scala pulled over speeders in Stowe Township. A Target 11 investigation even highlighted his work on McCoy Road as the top speed trap in our area. And Chief Frank Marco at the time praised his efforts.
I believe it stopped us from having a serious accident or somebody being killed.
But last summer, Scala claims out of the blue the chief told him his services were no longer needed. Now Scala has come forward accusing the chief of pulling 82 citations Scala wrote during a 4-year period. Scala wouldn't talk on camera, but agreed to show us the tickets and explain what happened. After writing the tickets, Scala said he put them in a mail slot at the police department to go to the magistrate's office. But Scala claims 82 tickets never made it because the chief pulled them. Scala says at the time he didn't question the chief for fear of losing his job. Chief Frank Marco wouldn't talk to Target 11 on camera, but he sat down with us to tell his side of the story. He says he may have asked Scala for help with some of the tickets, but couldn't recall how many. He says occasionally officers from other departments would call him, and as a professional courtesy, he pulled the tickets. The chief contends he never ordered Scala, but just asked for consideration.
We've heard this. We've never had any written proof.
We showed copies of the tickets to Stowe Township Commissioner Cheryl McDermott.
It's very embarrassing because, again, you know, if this man was out there to do a job and he did the job and then the job was pulled, why was he even out there?
We also asked drivers what they thought about the practice of pulling tickets.
That's definitely wrong. That definitely shouldn't be going on then.
Nothing should be fixed. You do wrong, you pay the penalty. That's what I get mad about. Too much stuff's going on in this world. Crack down on it.
And Commissioner McDermott was also concerned about the lost revenue. We totaled up the tickets, and it's about $10,000 in fines that were never collected.
Maybe that would have paid the salary, you know, for the police officer. But again, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. As I say, I've heard things, was not aware of it, but you've got the proof of the pudding right in front of you.
Now, Scala tells me only the officer who writes the ticket is allowed to withdraw it, and he says that can only be done at the magistrate's office. He says the 82 tickets he wrote never made it that far. Commissioner McDermott says she now plans to launch an investigation into all of this to try to get to the bottom of it. Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.